Clueless. No, I wish.
Ryan's here tonight. What is it like for the both of you to be promoting major motion pictures at the same time?
Oh my gosh, it's just so.
Ryan Reynolds, a name that's synonymous with charisma, quick wit, and Hollywood success. His journey from playing snarky anti-heroes in blockbuster films to becoming the lovable, down-to-earth star we all know today has been nothing short of extraordinary. Alongside him, standing strong, is Blake Lively, his wife, the embodiment of grace and beauty, who's not only captured hearts in front of the camera but has also become a business powerhouse in her own right. But what happens when the perfect image of this picture-perfect couple starts to crack? What happens when the world's favorite couple finds themselves at the center of a scandal that could change everything? Their story is far from over, and it might surprise you how things unfolded. Ryan and Blake's relationship was like a fairy tale in the public eye. Fans couldn't get enough of them. From their sweet love story, which began in 2011 on the set of Green Lantern, to their growing family of children, it seemed like the couple had it all. They were admired for their down-to-earth approach to their fame, never too caught up in the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. But then came the announcement that shocked everyone. Ryan and Blake were buying a Welsh football club. In 2021, they took a leap of faith and purchased Wrexham AFC, a football club in Wales that had fallen into financial struggles. The deal, estimated to be worth millions, was unexpected but fitting. Ryan had already made a name for himself in business with his investment in aviation gin, but Wrexham was something different. This was more than just a financial investment, it was about building something from the ground up. Ryan and Blake dove headfirst into the club's operations, attending games, promoting the team on social media, and genuinely engaging with fans. They were bringing new life to a historic team that had seen better days. But this was not just a love story between Ryan and Blake. Wrexham was quickly becoming a larger-than-life project, a symbol of what happens when Hollywood power meets passion for the beautiful game. But there was a dark cloud looming on the horizon, one that no one saw coming. Blake Lively, the woman who always seemed to radiate warmth, found herself unexpectedly at the center of a controversy. It was a comment from her past that set the wheels of drama into motion. A comment she had made about actor-director Justin Baldoni years ago, something that seemed so trivial at the time, began resurfacing. The media grabbed hold of it, twisting it and blowing it out of proportion, and before long, it was everywhere. Blake had been friends with Baldoni, and their interactions, which were once innocent, were now under a magnifying glass. Speculation ran wild. Some outlets even suggested there had been more to their friendship than what was publicly known. But that wasn't where the real drama started. As the rumors swirled, the focus began shifting toward the impact this scandal could have on Ryan and Blake's professional life, particularly their role with Wrexham. It was impossible to avoid. Media outlets began to draw connections between Blake's resurfacing comments and Ryan's involvement with Wrexham. Could this affect the club's future? Was it possible that the storm brewing around Blake's past would spill over into Ryan's investment in the team? Blake Lively had always been someone who handled herself with grace, rarely courting controversy. But when the comments about Justin Baldoni hit the press, it sent shockwaves through the media landscape. The world was captivated. Were there unresolved tensions between Blake and Baldoni? How much of what was said had been blown out of proportion? And, most importantly, how was this going to affect her marriage to Ryan Reynolds? The comments seemed harmless at first, perhaps even playful, but the headlines didn't stop. Blake's every word was examined, dissected, and twisted. The comments were seen through a new, controversial lens, as if they revealed something darker lurking beneath the surface. Before long, the chatter was no longer about Blake's career or her past friendship. It was about how the controversy could hurt the reputation of the one thing Ryan had worked so hard for, Wrexham AFC. The fallout was immediate. Fans were left wondering how this scandal would impact Ryan's investment in the football club. Wrexham was supposed to be a shining example of Hollywood's potential to bring positive change to the sports world. Instead, it was becoming a PR nightmare. For Ryan Reynolds, being the calm, cool, and collected figure that he is, handling the backlash was no easy task. He had always been able to rely on his charm and humor to deflect negative press, but this time was different. The situation was growing beyond his control. Ryan tried to steer the narrative in his favor. He took to social media to address the situation, posting heartfelt messages about his love for Blake and his commitment to Wrexham. But it didn't matter how many Instagram posts he shared or how many tweets he sent out, the damage was already done. The media storm was relentless. and the negative press kept piling up. As Ryan struggled to keep his personal life from affecting his business ventures, the rumors kept spreading. Wrexham, once seen as a beacon of hope, was now under intense scrutiny. Fans began to question whether Ryan was fit to continue his role in the club, and even more concerning was the growing pressure from within Wrexham itself. Was Ryan still the right person to lead the charge? Just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse, the unthinkable happened. Ryan Reynolds was asked to step down from his role in Wrexham AFC. The decision sent shockwaves through the sports world and Hollywood alike. How could this happen? Ryan Reynolds, a man whose star power had done so much for Wrexham, was now being forced to relinquish control of the club? The reason was simple. The public backlash had become too much to handle. The controversy surrounding Blake Lively's comments, the accusations, and the media frenzy made it impossible for Ryan to maintain his position. The fallout was not just professional. It was personal too. Ryan and Blake's carefully constructed lives were now unraveling before the world. Wrexham, the symbol of their shared dream, was no longer theirs to command. What happened next was unclear. Ryan and Blake's dream of owning Wrexham was dashed, and their future in the public eye seemed uncertain. Would Ryan's career ever recover from the scandal? Could he rebuild the trust that had been lost, not only with the public but with the people of Wrexham, who had supported him so eagerly? As for Wrexham, the future was up in the air. Who would take over? Would the club continue to thrive, or would the fallout from the Reynolds family scandal ultimately affect the team's prospects? Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's story isn't over, but it's one filled with uncertainty. What happens when Hollywood's golden couple faces their greatest challenge? Will they be able to rebuild, or is this the beginning of the end for them? The story of Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively is far from the fairy tale it once seemed. Their involvement in Wrexham AFC was supposed to be their legacy, a venture that would bring them closer to the fans. But instead, it's become a cautionary tale about how even the most beloved public figures can't escape the consequences of their actions. And as for Ryan, will he bounce back, stronger than ever, or will this scandal mark the end of his reign as Hollywood's favorite star? Only time will tell.